Hey guys, today's gadget is more to do with gaming, and I bought this Logitech wireless gamepad a few days back. I like gaming a lot, and since my childhood I've been playing mostly racing games like Need for Speed on my PC using my keyboard. So this game controller is going to be a completely different experience for me, and I'm hoping it'll be more fun to play with. So I've already opened this seal. Let's see what we have inside. So first we have the nano receiver that can be plugged into the USB port of the PC, and then we have the gamepad itself. We also get an extender receiver cable. If your USB ports are located at the back of your PC, then this can be used to extend the port to the front so that we get a good signal strength, and also it gives a better signal range. We also get some warranty info and a user manual. So now let's take a look at the gamepad itself. It comes pre-installed with two AA batteries, which is very nice. So let me take out this plastic which will enable the contact points of the battery. So talking about the build quality, it has got smooth curves all over, and it feels very comfortable to hold in the hands, and it also has rubber grips on both sides here. I still have to see how well it really feels over a longer duration of gameplay. The design seems to be very good and very ergonomic. The buttons have a good click and feels tactile. These buttons and controls are programmable and can mimic keyboard and mouse commands. So let's talk about the buttons. We have this D-pad on the left, and we have these two analog sticks here, and we also get a back button and a start button, and there is also a mode button here which enables to switch between flight mode and sport mode. In the flight mode we can use analog sticks to control the game and use the D-pad to control the point of view. And in the sports mode, the analog sticks control the point of view and the D-pad controls the game. So we can switch between these two game modes using this mode button. Next is the vibration button, which is used to turn on or off the vibration feedback within the game. And we also get a Logitech button here which works as a home button, same as on your keyboard. And to the right side here we have the standard A, B, X and Y buttons. And on the top there are left and right buttons, and below them are the left trigger and the right trigger buttons. So these trigger buttons have a bit of resistance in them. So these buttons are good for racing games that have speed or acceleration functions. On the back we have the battery compartment, and this runs on two AA batteries, and it also has a slot for the nano receiver to be stored while you are on the move. In case if it is not plugged into your computer, it can be put in here so that you don't lose the receiver. So talking about the features part of it, this is a wireless game controller, and this comes with this nano receiver which communicates with the gamepad on a 2.4 GHz frequency band. And Logitech claims it can communicate without any delays, dropouts or interference, but 2.4 GHz band is used by many appliances like a router, cordless telephones or even microwaves. So I still need to see how well it really performs. So next feature is that it has dual vibration feedback motors that is built in. So you can feel the vibration with every hit, crash or explosion within the game, provided that the game supports vibration feedback. And next feature is the input selection switch on the back of the game controller here. So this is a toggle switch to select between two kinds of inputs, that is the XInput and the direct input. So XInput is a standard, and it's an API that allows applications or games to receive input from game controllers on Windows. The older method of reading these inputs was through direct input method, and games that support only XInput may not work with controllers that use direct input to communicate. So having this switch on this gamepad means that this controller supports both XInput as well as direct input methods, and so I should be able to play most of the games that support any of these input methods. Next is a 4-switch D-pad. D-pad stands for directional pad or control pad. So this can be related to the arrow keys that we find on standard computer keyboard. So we have 4 of these buttons for different directions, and this is usually operated using the thumb. D-pads in other controllers usually rest on single pivot in the middle, and this can result in imprecise control. So in this gamepad, the D-pad sits on 4 individual switches for a more responsive and tactile feel. On the PC, it works really great, and the unlock sticks works very well. They have a bit of resistance in them, and you can get a very good control of the game using these sticks. The game controller feels a little heavy as it carries 2 AA batteries and also 2 vibration feedback motors. I don't have any game controller to compare this with, but it feels very comfortable to hold, and the buttons are tactile and these sticks are very responsive. I don't see any delay on the responses to my inputs, and the trigger buttons really work great. In addition to Windows, this can also be used on Android smartphones and tablets. We can use an OTG cable to plug the nano receiver to the USB port and connect it to smartphone. Also in the specification, it has been mentioned that this works on Android TVs, specifically on Sony TVs. There is no mention of other brands, but I think it may support on other TVs as well. There is also another model from Logitech, which is the F310, which is almost similar to this game controller in terms of its features, except that it does not have the vibration feedback and it's a wired controller and not a wireless controller. And due to the absence of vibration motors and the batteries, it is much lighter in terms of weight. So guys, that's all I have for you in this video, and I hope it was useful. So please consider subscribing to my channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.